As we came into the stars we rise.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Welcome back. This is Astrology Aesthetic, the space where you claim your power, align with your purpose, and remember who you really are. I'm Kiki, and together we'll work with the stars to awaken your highest timeline. And here I've got Clay.
I'm back again. Yeah.
He's back. So today we're going to talk about where astrology really comes from and why it matters.
Okay, I love history. So.
Yeah, I mean, because the best way to understand what to do with info now is learning about where it came from.
And how people used it before.
Yep. So
love it.
We're going to dive right in. So before astrology was Instagram memes and daily horoscopes, it was actually a sacred science blended with math, myth, and magic that guided humanity for thousands of years. So if you've ever wondered why it still works or why it calls to something ancient inside you, you're going to love where we're going next. Okay, picture this. Ancient Babylon, priests climbing temple steps at dawn, scanning skies for omens. To them, the stars weren't just decoration, okay? They were divine handwriting. They tracked planetary movements to predict harvests, political events, and even the fate of kings. Now we're down the Nile in ancient Egypt. Every month and day of the week was tied to specific gods. Priests believed that the heavens were a mirror of divine order, that the sky's rhythms kept the universe in balance.
Wow.
It's like a really big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, fast forward to Greece. After Alexander the Great conquered Persia, Babylonian sky watching mixed in with Greek curiosity. And when his empire collapsed, Alexandria became the learning hub where Babylonian, Egyptian, and Greek wisdom all blended. Like, honestly, iconic.
Yeah.
I would love to go back in time and be there. So,
Could you imagine?
I could, and I really could. Out of this fusion steps legendary figure, Hermes Trismegistus. Say that 5 times.
Trismegistus.
He's a mystical sage credited with dividing the sky into 12 sections. This became how the foundation of the zodiac as we know it today, mapping the heavens and casting personal horoscopes. Okay, so he basically took this as something, meaning astrology, as something exclusive for rulers and those in power, and made it attainable for the common people.
Okay, so he's the Robin Hood, the people's hero.
Yeah, he's that guy. So
it's crazy though, like all these ancient societies.
Yeah.
Connecting and arriving at, like, I guess the final kind of result we have today.
Yeah, because they all had their own system and or flavor, and there was a lot of crossover. We gave you the very basic, like, gist of it, but there was a lot of crossover in their studies. And when that big learning hub happened, they realized and essentially blended all of that together and took the best of their worlds and made it into something special.
I love it.
So, quick recap. Babylon was sky watching for omens and fate. Egypt was linking the heavens to gods and sacred time. Greece organized it with logic and math. Hermes framing the zodiac and the horoscopes, okay? And Rome is making astrology mainstream because they wanted an advantage in everything.
Of course they did.
That sounds about right. So,
Okay.
now we're going to move into the birth of Hellenistic astrology.
Which Hellenistic, Greek?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So this is the era where astrology got personal. Hellenistic astrology started casting charts for you, not just for kings. Okay? So imagine slicing the sky into 12 big slices. So our birth chart, if you don't know, is a circle. Okay? It's like, just, you know what a circle is. It's
Yeah.
a circle. Divide that into 12.
And we're going to link in the
Show notes.
the show notes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Where you
so
can...
you can pull up your own birth chart be a good idea. You can kind of follow along, get an
Yes.
understanding of what these mean, or like where they are on the birth chart.
Absolutely.
What we're looking at.
Yeah. And so that got split into 12 slices. Each slice is a house. And the houses in astrology represent a different part of life. So think career, think relationships, think joy, think health. There's something assigned for each of those 12 houses, okay? We will absolutely be going more into depth on that in soon. Okay. So the planets, they're like the little chefs, each adding their own flavor to the slice they land in. So in your birth chart, the planets were all in a specific place when you were born, and they were within one of those 12 houses. Some more full than others, so you could have multiple planets in one house.
Okay.
Because the houses are also split into like specific zodiac signs, again,
Okay.
based on where you were born.
But again, it's the pizza chart. You've got your 12 slices.
Yep.
And depending on where the planets were when you were born, it's kind of depending on what seasonings or spices you're going to get on those slices of your life.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So you're all pretty much making your own little cosmic pizza when you're born.
Cute.
It's actually really cute. So with that, we've got Hellenistic astrology versus modern astrology. So Hellenistic astrology was more fate focused. So think things like this will happen to you versus modern astrology, which is more growth focused in the sense of like, here's the energy you carry and here's how to work with it.
Okay.
So an example, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, much more relevant, almost a little less fortune telly.
Yes, exactly. So Hellenistic astrology might say you will face hardship in love, which, yuck, no one ever wants to hear that. Modern astrology says you have patterns in love that, when healed, will transform your relationships. Doesn't one feel way more empowering than the
Yeah.
other?
Yeah, more like like cooking, I guess, right? Like two different ways, or if you have two different chefs, right?
Same recipe.
Same recipe might come out a little different result
Yeah.
depending on how you apply them, I guess.
And, yeah.
How you look at them,
And honestly,
what you're using them for.
The vibe of the chef, if they're like a pessimistic person versus a more optimistic person, you're going to get a different energy behind that meal.
Makes total sense.
Right? So I love that we've turned this into food. So your birth chart as a whole, if we're looking at all these little recipes, is essentially your birth chart is a cookbook. Like you've got a lot of things cooking.
All the recipes to tell you about your life in there.
Absolutely. So, astrology for starseeds. How does this apply to you as a starseed? So, as mentioned with Hellenistic astrology, it really was never meant to be like the fortune telling or the crystal ball of things. It's honestly a sacred map. If you think about, when everyone in the ancient times were charting these things and looking to the sky, they were able to see the Milky Ways. They were able to see the stars and these constellations in their fullness. They didn't have the light pollution we have.
Yeah, that's wild, because if you're looking at that every night or seeing it all the time, you'd actually probably notice things moving around in the sky, and it'd be a whole different way of looking at it, really, than I feel like modern astrology, when we're just not that connected with the stars. We're not seeing them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really cool because it's like starseeds feel that connection, and so did they.
That's valid. Yeah, like we're not the only ones that have questioned or felt a draw, right?
Yeah. So
it's happened throughout history, thousands of years, clearly.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is astrology. for starseeds, it's not just a personality thing. It's actually your cosmic blueprint, so to speak. So it shows the lessons you came to learn, it shows the gifts you came to share, and it also shows some of the things you chose to grow through, not go through. See what I did there?
Modern astrology take there.
Yep.
Versus Hellenistic.
Absolutely. So when you can read your chart, you stop asking, what's going to happen to me? And start asking, how do I work with this energy I already carry?
That's super exciting. I'm so excited to learn more about what the specifics of each house.
Yeah, same.
planet.
I mean, same. The more you learn, the more you realize there is to learn. So when you work with that wisdom and stop feeling like life's happening to you, you're actually choosing to tap into your highest timeline. And as a starseed, that's what you're here to do. So,
Now you know the 12 houses.
Yeah.
7 planets. How to see that in your chart.
Mm-hmm. And you don't need all the answers right now. And I'm going to specify specifically, if this is the first time you've ever pulled up your birth chart, just ignore all of the noise, because it can be overwhelming if you choose it to be. There's a lot going on. We will absolutely walk side by side with you and break all of that down. For right now, you just need to know how to access it. So you don't need all the answers right now, but what we do recommend is start tuning into your own intuition and move at your own pace for this, because it's exciting.
Yeah, just keep learning. That's what I've learned.
Just keep learning.
Don't get overwhelmed. You might, but
there's no reason to.
keep learning.
It's fun. It's a fun thing. So if you liked any of our swag, also check that out in the link in the bio. But until next time, Starseeds. Oh, and I almost forgot. You ready?
Yeah.
As always, repeat after me. I am my power sent from the stars.
I am my power sent from the stars.
Hell yeah, you are. Okay, until next time.
Next time.